You're not going to believe what woke me up this morning. Ryan Reynolds was knocking, tapping on my window, right over my head on my bed. And he was stuck between the screen and my window. Oh, Ryan Reynolds, the squirrel, sorry. Um, I've mentioned it before in the squirrel videos. On the lower left hand side, there's a space that it was the sun hits that window, only that window directly, um, during the spring and fall, or spring and summer of the year. The living room ones are shielded from direct light, sun, because there's a balcony. So if you don't have a balcony, it would, if I had an apartment without a balcony, the sun would hit those windows too directly. And the one in the kitchen is kind of shielded a bit by, there's a, I don't know what kind of shrub. It's one of those long cypress type of trees, that shrubs that grow really really tall, like 10 feet, whatever. Um, and that kind of shields a lot, half of the sun that comes directly in there. So it doesn't really come in directly. By the time it's moved over, it's not in line with that window. Same thing with the bathroom one. It's just the angle, because it's a little higher up. Um, Obviously, the kitchen and the bathroom windows a little higher up, especially the bathroom one. Because the bathroom one is in the shower tub area, so it's got to be up here, not down here. Um, there was a little bit of a, it was thinning very much, and I put a work order in that we need to just replace that window screen. It's only that one that gets the direct sun. I've been here almost 4 years, 3.5 years, so a little more than 3.5 years. So that's been constant on that. And apparently, I didn't have any peanuts, and he noticed that area, nudged it, and the fibers probably snapped for the last of them. And that's why I was putting like a rubber cement kind of thing, just to kind of keep it together, because I do not need the cats getting out, especially rasping up, getting older, and some things he's not right with. But I can't afford to take him to a vet to see if it's just arthritis or if it's something else, which stresses me. He hasn't been himself the last week. um I hear the noise. I'm out of peanuts. Actually, yesterday was the last of them. But he's caught. He got in there and I guess went up a little bit and freaked out. And he was running around inside between the screen and the window pane. And the window was fucking open about this much. It had been kind of like rainy and like blowing in. It was not like downpour. It was kind where it was raining, but not super hard. But the wind was blowing, so I was getting splattered in the face. And I had closed it a little bit during the night, so it was only open about that much, or that much actually. One of the first times in weeks that I haven't had that window open to some degree, more than just a little tiny bit. Not enough for him to get through, otherwise we would have had a squirrel in the house. Yeah, that was crazy. And it woke me up, so it's not like the first thing I did was grab my phone. I mean, the first thing I thought of was, holy fuck! First thing I did was finish closing the window, because I'm like, oh god, what do I do? What do I do? Fuck, 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 fuck. Because I can't go outside and around the other end, because you can't open them from the other end. this screen on this one does have where you push the edges in and you can lift the screen up. So I waited till he was up the top. Remember, this is like from a dead sleep. I waited till he was up the top and opened it just enough to get my fingers in there. Open, push it open and get it open just a teeny tiny bit. And I waited till he was up there. When he felt movement, he stayed up there. He was like, fuck. And I kind of opened the window just enough to get my wrists, under. And I pushed up the screen far enough and then got the window closed all the way down. And the pulling it, I didn't slam it down, but putting it down gave him that momentum to go down. And he ran out. And then I closed the screen. So that was crazy. It was wild. I mean, it was less than a minute and I had him out, but I don't know how long he'd been. They're probably not that long, but that's how I woke up this morning. Yeah. Peace out.